to the old tricks again. It's a winter storm rolling in here. We're camping right on the beach at this awesome campsite, and it is a storm. They're saying 100 millimeters of rain tonight, which is about 3 inches worth of rain, and winds up to 80 kilometers an hour or 50 miles an hour. So let's get this tent set up, and we're going to batten down the hatches because we're going to have to definitely hunker down tonight, I'll tell you that. Just getting everything set up in here, but this is an awesome view. It doesn't get any better than this for $10 a night for a campsite. So before the wind whips up, I'm going to anchor this down. It's in real crummy sandy soil, so I don't want to try a tent peg or anything like that. So we got some 5-gallon pails. We're going to fill them up with sand, anchor things down, put our boulders in all the corners. That should keep us nice and stable when the wind picks up. We're going to fill up 5-gallon pails, some of this, and anchor these points out with some rope. But first of all, on Vancouver Island, Lucky Lager is the step 2 today. Yum. Yeah, this is the classic beach surfing beer. We are actually out on a surfing beach right now. So this is kind of cool, but yeah, I'll enjoy this. We'll get this tied up and then let the hunkering down begin. We ain't building a sandcastle today. And you'll never believe where I picked up these buckets. That's all right. That's got some weight to it. Yeah. You know, this does beat camping in the back of a U-Haul van, I'm going to admit. And the typical knot tying philosophy holds true. Tie a lot of them. I've actually got 4 layers of this rope here, so happy with that. Got a lot of rocks positioned here. And it looks like the rain is actually let up, which is strange because they were calling, there's actually a wind warning and a rain warning. This may be the most over-prepared that we've ever been for camping, but better over-prepared than under-prepared. So we're going to walk around the campsite a little bit here. This is also to add a little more excitement. We're in a tsunami zone, so there's a tsunami alarm that'll go off if there's an issue, but we pray that won't happen. And this is the tsunami siren that'll go off if there is an earthquake or a tsunami. It's the early warning detection system. I have camped out here at one of these sites before, and I got to take a look at that because some of you might remember that from boondocking. I did have the old RV parked right here in this site. And that was a great adventure out here. Yeah, some of you will definitely remember this spot, but most of my subscribers right now are fairly new. Now, one of the hidden gems I find is these walk-in sites. You can't drive right to them. There are sites further up there. Just looks like a parking lot, really. But if you're willing to walk in, you can camp right on the beach. It's a bit of equipment to haul, but it is quite a beautiful thing. Now the wind is starting to whip up a little bit, so we may be in luck. I think we're probably pretty close to the high tide line there, especially with a storm coming in. So we're gonna have to make sure all the electronics are pretty high up off the ground, and I'm gonna reinforce it with some more rocks. Because the meteorologists on the weather, they explain this as an atmospheric river is coming this way. So I was expecting a little more than this, but who knows, the day is still young. And I'm gonna batten this down. I can see in the wind now what needs to be adjusted. Put a bunch more boulders and rocks, the heaviest as possible. Yeah, that's that tide there is coming in. So last little bit of adjustments here, and then everything's gonna be all right. Wind is whipping up. It's a stormy night here. We'll see how much rain we get, I don't know. But the wind so far, it's coming through is what they described. Things are getting pretty crazy in here. We're going to be cooking a little bit later, but I was almost concerned the whole tent was going to come over. We do have it anchored there on the outside to those big pails. This entranceway, there is no real way to attach this thing onto there. So basically we are really hunkering down, and I mean that for real this time. This is getting quite impressive, and there's some rain coming, so we'll make some sandwiches later. But yeah, this is look over there, the tent is pretty much going with the wind pretty severely here. Yeah, it's quite the thing. We are hunkering down like we've never hunkered down before. Beautiful wife got me this cast iron for Christmas, and we are gonna cook some Montreal smoked meat sandwiches on this. Gonna wrap the smoked meat up in this aluminum foil to stop any washing dishes issues in the morning. But, it is sure raining and the wind is sure blowing, and I have to say this tent so far, gazebo, is actually holding up pretty well. warming up that Montreal smoked meat, and wow, what a good storm it has turned out to be. The wind has died down, and I'm okay with that. It's just a lot of precipitation now, which drips down the outside, but we're nice and dry inside. Hunkering down, of course. My Mr. Buddy heater is going, and of course, I've got carbon monoxide alarm. I don't probably bring that up enough in my videos, but we have got an entire side of this screen open and the wind is blowing through, so we have no issues there. And what people don't know about these Mr. Big Buddy heaters or Mr. Buddy heaters, a lot of these catalytic ones have a low oxygen shutoff, because that's what's going to get you. It might not be the carbon monoxide, because they don't give off very much, if any. It is going to be sucking all the air out, so you don't have any oxygen to breathe. These have a little pilot light on them, and if the oxygen dips down too low, the whole thing drops in. So, Montreal smoked meat sandwiches coming up with rye bread, and actually there's also sourdough, because I went nuts at the bakery today. Yeah, let's let this warm up, and they're real simple, like mustard. I'm gonna toast the bread right on this Mr. Buddy heater, and I'm just gonna hunker down, listen to the waves. No better white noise than this, guys. It really isn't. I got the Superstore Montreal smoked meat warmed up, and I'm going to toast up a couple of slices of nice rye. Oh boy. Almost dropped one on the ground, caught it in my leg sleeves. So, this is going to be garnished with mustard and a heaping helping of meat in here. Everything is just fine around here. Alright, camping at its best. Small sandwich. Going to put on a little bit of Montreal smoked meat and a portion of mustard. Actually, this is a pretty good looking sandwich. Put it together the proper way. Oh yeah. Now we're talking, guys. This is the first of many good sandwiches tonight. Yes, loaded with mustard. Oh yeah. Doesn't get any better than this. Wind is dying down, but the rain is picking up, so it's going to be an interesting night, guys. Beautiful wife is with me, but doesn't want to be on camera because internet can be a mean place sometimes. So we're going to hit the hay here, hunker down, and then in the morning we're going to assess the damage, see what's happened around here. But this is, I throw the word hunkering down a lot, but this is what it is actually all about.
I'm trying to film for your channel.
Morning, guys. That really explored the boundaries of what you can do with a pop-up garden gazebo. So that is a good testament to people at Gazelle that threw this together. It didn't fly apart in the night. We had to do a few modifications in the middle of the night. One of these wind panels we put on the inside where the door is, because the way the wind was blowing, it would just have blown off. When the direction changed in the night, so the wind was coming at us through there. So I had to kind of fortify the front, but it was not too bad actually. And you know, there's people out here that are having a great time this morning, surfing and whatnot. And you know it's good when the people that are surfing in that freezing cold water think that we're crazy. So gonna cook up some toast for breakfast on the Big Buddy heater, because that worked out pretty good, I have to admit. I like rye from Cobb's, and beautiful wife, yams and sourdough today. Small piece. So I'm gonna walk around out on the beach, see if anything interesting is washed up, get a nice feel for the day. It's a lot nicer today weather-wise than yesterday. And we'll head up the old logging road. There was 2 years ago, we did a mountain camping honeymoon sort of series there. And we ended up that logging road in a free area to camp, except it was so hot and miserable, and it's in a big clear cut. So we're gonna go back up and take a look just to kind of relive that. And, my wife has just said it is the funnest time she's had camping ever out here on the beach in a storm. So something to consider if you're ever close to the ocean and there's a storm coming in. You really fortify the tent, you can hunker down for the whole thing. Guaranteed it can be done. All of the rocks that we put here performed perfectly, didn't even budge. I think most of the work was being done by these anchor buckets here. So I'm going to drain all this and start tearing this down, and we're going to get up the hill to see what the view is like up there. Optional windscreens for the Gazelle tent. This was not what they're designed for. They're designed for like a mild breeze or something, but I was shocked they actually held up. I was prepared to buy new ones after tonight, but they look still functional. Now it's off to the next part of the adventure. Yeah, up here on the logging roads, we see these things all the time. We couldn't get up to the road where we were last time. That's a lot steeper than we remembered, and somebody's dumped a whole bunch of gravel up there by the looks of it. But That clear cut is where we camped for probably a couple of weeks, a year and a half ago. That was pretty brutal because of just the temperature up here. It was like 16, 17 degrees Celsius down there. So like 65, 60 Fahrenheit. And up here it's like 40 Celsius or well into the hundreds, I'm sure. So that was nothing we'll camp in again. But the price was right and it was so crowded down there that we just didn't want to do that. But we're gonna go find a little bit of trash up here to pick up. There's no shortage of that, as a matter of fact. Because it may be satisfying to go to the top of a mountain and shoot a gun, and I have no problem with that. Just don't leave shell casings everywhere. Like, come on. It's gonna get a gate put here and closed off for everybody. So let's continue back. Okay, these logging roads are covered in Scotch broom, which is this stuff right beside us. It's an invasive species, but it is so cool to be able to drive down all these logging roads and to be able to camp wherever you want. I think somebody built a cabin up here. It looked like it when we went in. That is not allowed, but I want to check it out. All right, look at this. Look at all this. Unbelievable. Like, no wonder it's so hard for me to find a spot to camp. So everybody does this. But just checking this out. This, I thought it was a cabin or something. This is just a huge pile of garbage. And this looks like an old section or something. Hard to say. It really beats me. It looks like it could have been an old section of a pipe for a dam or something. I got no clue what this is. Strange. I have never noticed that before until I got here. Well, certainly this is not very pleasing to see. But we're gonna head back down to the coast. Actually, probably I'll close this video off now because we have got to go see some family today for dinner. So, I don't want to close off with a shot of the garbage. So, if you enjoy any of these videos, please subscribe. We're always up to some type of different camping, something unusual. So, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks to my subscribers. And before I forget, it's right at the end. I almost forgot, guys, and I shouldn't. But this video has been made possible by all the generous beer donation fellows. So, fellows and gals and everybody else. So thank you so much for donating. And obviously, it doesn't all go to beer. I'm using a gimbal now, so things are smoother and that type of thing. So it does help class up the videos a bit. And it helps get us out more often to camp. So thank you, guys. And we will see you next week. Next Thursday, videos every Thursday. So until next week, you are camping with Steve, so just hunker down at home, and I'll try to get to as many of the comments as I can. So cheers, everyone.